It wasn't glamorous work, but the pay was steady and the overtime helped. After the divorce, after the foreclosure, after most of my friends stopped calling, working county maintenance felt like a lifeline. Quiet, routine, far from the wreckage I'd left behind. They gave me a new assignment. Take the truck, follow the checklist, tear down old trail markers, mark the paths as cleared and move on. The morning before I started, I sat in a diner, sipping bitter coffee and trying not to listen to the old men muttering at the corner table. One of them finally called out, "Some trails don't like being forgotten." The others laughed, not kindly, not cruelly, just knowingly, like they'd seen things they didn't talk about sober. I gave them a tired nod. "Just signs," I said. "Just trees." They didn't argue. They just watched me drink the rest of my coffee. Truth was, I only got the route because nobody else would take it. The younger guys refused. Even the retirees doing half shifts for extra pension didn't want it. My supervisor didn't look me in the eye when he handed me the paperwork. "Lots of bad breakouts down there," he muttered. "Watch where you step." I brushed it off. Small town superstitions. I wasn't afraid of rusty signs nailed to dead trees. Paperwork and overgrowth didn't scare me. The first few trails were quiet. Too quiet. No birds, no insects. Not even the buzz of flies over fallen logs. Just silence. Thick and humming in my teeth. I did the job. Hike in, pull the signs, log the removal, hike out. Each sign had a name carved into it, most worn down to splinters. Some I recognized from old missing person flyers that hung at the gas station when I was a kid. Others, older still, names whispered through town, like ghost stories and cautionary tales. Strange, naming trails after people who went missing on them. Stranger still that no one mentioned that when they assigned me the job. Then the things started going wrong. I'd clear a trail in the morning, only to find the signs reattached by the afternoon. Same bolts, same trees. Footprints started appearing. Narrow, too small for my boots, leading nowhere, vanishing in places where no one should be walking. The radio crackled with static. Sometimes, buried in the white noise, I heard voices, garbled, broken, always urgent. "Stop. Turn back. Leave it alone." I told myself it was a prank, locals messing with the new guy. But when I thought about quitting, about walking away and giving up the overtime, I remembered the bills, the rent, the need to not fail again. So I stayed, set up camp deep in the woods. One more night, I told myself. Then I'd finish the job. But that night the woods didn't sleep. Something moved outside the tent. Not footsteps, not quite. Branches snapping, leaves shifting, and then the sound of my radio. Mimicked, not words, just chopped mechanical beeps, repeating the rhythm without understanding it. I stepped out with my flashlight. Between the trees, something stood. Tall, impossibly still, too large to be human. I blinked, then it vanished. Later, my radio came alive again. Not static this time. Names, trail names I hadn't reached yet. Some I didn't even know. And the next morning, every sign I had taken down was back. Not where it had been, but deeper in, bolted clean into fresh bark, sap bleeding from the wounds. I ran back to where I'd parked the truck. It was gone. Tire tracks led into the brush and disappeared. I should have left. I should have walked away. But the job wasn't done. I told myself I could still finish it. So I kept going. The trails twisted. Compass needles spun. GPS glitched. No path stayed straight. I left markers, tape, scratches, stones, and still got turned around. The forest swallowed everything. Eventually I came to a clearing that wasn't on any map. At the center stood something built, not grown, a totem of rusted signs, warped and rotting, bolted together into a towering mass. Scraps of clothing and bones hung beneath it. Names I knew, signs I had pulled, faces from missing posters long forgotten. Even the trees around it were carved with jagged letters. At first they looked like nonsense, but slowly I realized they were forming words, county trail fonts twisted into unfinished sentences. This wasn't just a superstition. The trails weren't abandoned. They were claimed. The forest wasn't dead. It was waiting. I tried to destroy the totem, set it on fire. The flames curled blue-green. The smoke clung low and heavy. The woods howled in response. The totem reformed, twisted into something worse, growing taller, sprouting limbs. And then it moved. A creature emerged, wood and metal and bone, signs nailed to skin, blacks layered like scales, every inch made of the names and paths I'd tried to erase. It didn't speak. It didn't have to. Its gaze alone unmade me. I turned to run, but the world bent around me. Paths looped, shadows swallowed the light. I blacked out, standing right where it wanted me. I woke up somewhere else. The forest looked alive again. Green, quiet, bird song in the air. But the truck was gone. My gear, gone. The clearing, gone. Then I saw it. A new signpost. Brand new. Fresh bolts. Fresh paint. It bore my name. Date of establishment. The day I blacked out. I wasn't erasing old trails. I was making room for new ones. The missing weren't gone. They were repurposed. I kept walking, unable to stop. I saw hikers, laughing, clueless, headed down the path that now bore my name. I screamed. I waved. I stepped into their path. They walked through me. I wasn't alive. I wasn't dead. I was a part of this trail now, bound to it, stuck walking it forever. Time stopped mattering. I didn't eat. I didn't sleep. I didn't get tired. I walked the same path again and again, watching more hikers enter, leave, forget, until one day another county worker showed up. Same vest, same clipboard. He stared at my sign, then pulled out a crowbar. I begged him to stop, to leave, to run. He didn't hear me, not until his radio crackled. My voice, warped and broken, whispering through static. But he ignored it, just like I did. And deeper in the woods it waited for him. That thing, the forest, the repurposer. He followed his checklist into the trees. The trail claimed another. The sign will be back. New name, new path. Another soul added to the forest. And there's nothing I can do to stop it.